Akademiks can't ride no wave.
Oh man, damn. Krishan Rock did do an interview. I hate to have to talk about her, but she said some really wild stuff. I don't even know if it's content at this point. I think I might have to just do a PSA for people who are prospective parents. So, might have to talk about that. Ironically, chat, I know this is the Academy. And, I always tell y'all, experience is the greatest teacher in life. It's the only one that gives you the test before it gives you the lesson. Right? That's what life is. I've realized that, I don't know if I should come up with a new name. Axtradamus. I like the Oracle, but I got to put Act somewhere in it. I feel like I predict the future a lot. I feel like I do. Everyone, after chastising me, Act, ain't you 30? What you doing in like a 20-year-old business? Everybody now is telling me, Act, you're a genius. You were right. Summyah selling the pee. I'm like, what? I ain't even say. Yo, they're all just coming here. Even her friend. Her friend just said, hey, come on. Now, I did not say she was selling the pee. Okay? I did not say she was selling the pee. I was just saying her actions was moving like, and I've seen this before. I've seen many young, attractive women coming into the entertainment industry, and once I see them start moving around a certain way, I could tell what it is. They might be thinking, because these days women have these really ignorant slogans to kind of like make whatever bullshit they got going on socially acceptable. Hey, I'm outside. Okay, that means I'm a whore. I'm young and I'm turned. That means I'm young and racking up bodies. Straight up. Like, you know what I mean? These things are kind of, it's really like you could just see through it. But everybody chastised me. I had no issue with her. I wasn't trying to like pick on her necessarily. I think what jumped off the page was her and her girlfriend saying, for a man to, actually her girlfriend said it, for a man to date her, the guy has to make like $100K a month. And I was just like, I always think about y'all. Like, I'm in the tax bracket that these women are talking about, and I have to tell you they're ridiculous because otherwise you might actually believe these chicks. You might actually believe them. So I wasn't really hating, and it wasn't even at Summyah. It was really at her friend. I was just like, that's utterly ridiculous. But I did go on to say women who have that mentality that they're dating bank accounts, that men have to make this amount, spend this amount. Even Aisha Diaz giving them this amount of money per month. Usually those women, their criteria isn't love. It's not genuine relationships. They're moving more like, yeah, and I'll not even say the word, the E word. It was the uncomfortable truth. She didn't like it. She threatened to sue me, which, by the way, ironically, I realized she was hanging with, what's Shorty's name? Moneybag Yo's girl. Ari's tried to use the same playbook. Act, I'm suing you. She made it really like, I'm going to watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to make an example out of you. Shorty, just keep twerking and hosting clubs, okay? It's not that serious. I don't really give a damn about you that much. I don't have no campaign going against you. There's rumors going on that you're fucking a bunch of celebrities' boyfriends, which if we got to just look at that and analyze, Shorty, maybe you are what people are saying you are, a bop. Sorry. Like, again, when I tell the truth, they don't like it. Later on, somebody else says it. Yo, chat, I hate it. It's like somebody copied my homework. I turned it into the teacher gave me a D. The nigga who copied my homework, he get an A+. I don't like it, chat. I don't like it at all. I don't like it one bit. So now everybody's coming back to say, Ack, you were right. And I'm like, what does that serve me now? Y'all all crucified me before. He should need to mind his own business. Now y'all are telling me, no, he was right. Okay, it's all good. I'll tell you kind of what I'm kind of hinting at. Recently, if you don't know, and trigger warning, I guess some people really still don't like this individual. This girl, her name is Aspen Kartier. She's the best friend of Summyah. Summyah is a streamer, and I don't know what else she does. Model? I don't know. This is her best friend. Yes, they're like 20. Okay? Again, I don't particularly care about them that much, but they are in the streaming community, and Again, I'm here to give you the reality behind all this bullshit. Without people like me, people who don't get through the veil think these things are happening. I'm here to say I've gotten to the other side, and I'm here to tell you everything that's going on. Sorry. You know, if I was broke, they'd be like, you nigga, you broke. No, but they can't say. Anyway, so they have some other drama. They fell out, I guess. They fought, you know, typical girl relationship, right? Yo, even women sometimes don't fuck with other women. Like, you know what I mean? Anytime you see two girls have strong personalities, just wait till they fall out, right? That's just all it is. So they fell out. She was banned for abusing her dog on stream. Again, you know me, I love my dogs. I got 4 dogs. I don't really agree with that. But I also, you know, I'm not in the mindset, because people are mad that I even posted this. I'm not in the mindset that because someone did something entirely horrible, that fuck them for life. Obviously, I think that was a very deplorable act. I believe the law has taken hold of this case. They have charged her, and we'll see how that goes. Hopefully, she learns a lesson. She's young, not excusing her actions. I think it was absolutely deplorable again, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? You know, we sent her to Iran. It's not the case, right? Anyway, she's popped back up online, and I don't know. I didn't even watch the full video. I don't know if she's expressed remorse or she's like, no, everybody's getting at me. I don't know. But she explained her relationship with the woman who I had the back and forth with, which was Summyah. Her explanation was that Summyah was upset at her that she didn't come in. By the way, she's from Chicago. That she didn't come to Summyah's defense when I was talking about Summyah, you know, kind of, you know, indulging in what I believe is escort culture. She came out and said this. Now, remember, they fought afterwards, but she's addressing the whole thing.
From her was, it's not that big of a deal. Did you take up for me when they was calling me an escort? So I'm just in my head like, all the fucking times I took up for you on the internet, or all the motherfucking times I done had your back when people played in your motherfucking face, and you can bring up the one time you told me not to take up for you, and the time I told you your ass look dumb as hell, responding back to his ass, that's the time you gonna bring up when I get and defend you? Bitch, what am I bringing up a person calling you a hoe because you on a trip with every nigga you do a stream with? And that's fucking true. Like, you can't really make that shit up, gang. Like, he pointing out obvious shit. Like, fuck, you link with a nigga, then boom, you out the country with a nigga, you on a flight with a nigga. That's what it was given, so you can't really take it. Just shut the fuck up. I told her, shut the fuck up. I told her, don't respond to him. Just let that shit be, because it's like, he ain't doing shit but spitting facts. Like, what the fuck you going?
He ain't doing shit but spitting facts. Shout out to my boy in Facts We Trust, but I'm basically fax machine. I'm like a fax machine. All the facts just coming in here. That's a fact. She's saying, well, I respond to the nigga. He's just spitting facts. He's only spitting facts. Again, to be very specific, escort culture, in my opinion, is when women start moving around this industry, but they essentially are moving around male entertainer or male, you know, figure with power, and essentially they're getting paid for their time to hang out with those people. Do they have sex? Probably. But they're basically getting paid. How are they getting paid? Well, they might tell a person, hey, I'll come with you to Mexico, but I got bills. Okay, here's money for your bills. I think that's escort. Hey, I'll go to Turks and Caicos with you, but I need this. I think that's escort. Straight up. So overall, you kind of realize that they're trading their time for these people with high price trips. Okay, if you send me the jet. So again, you're dealing with extremely rich people. And the reason why I kind of like fell back, me and her, we did talk on the phone privately afterwards, which I pretty much told you the conversation. But I fell back because I understand that her understanding of what escort culture is very basic, but it has to do with regular people. When you're dealing with people that are millionaires, they have no problem. If they want you that bad or want to be around you, yes, they might send a jet. Yeah, the 60 grand that they send the jet and y'all are in Tulum or y'all in Turks working on music, that's their opportunity to get you around them to try to crack. That's the name of the game in most of the industry. This is why you see some of the same industry women around everywhere. I personally don't like women who are in the industry because it becomes a tricking contest. So you get with one girl, she starts looking at you, telling you what the last nigga did for her. Obviously, I don't think, let me separate this conversation from the person I'm going to mention next, Coi Leray. Did you see Coi Leray with Justin LeBoy? Coi Leray mentioned how she got Trippie Redd, her ex and her baby daddy, $100,000 watch. She's expecting more. She wants that type of love from Justin LeBoy. Justin LeBoy is a blogger, but he got some bread. It is what it is. So again, that's what I was saying in terms of, women and how they're moving. Nevertheless, I'm not here to shit on her dreams. If her thing is working on music, it's called collabing, whatever it is. People pointed out, she made an effort to show that she's in the double R Rolls Royce. And you see Londonondatrack, he takes a picture the same way. Londonondatrack and Trippie is trying to get the cheeks, bro. That's what it is. And that's why I keep trying to tell y'all. Oh, look. See, the first comment. Academics say a lot. Yeah, I know. I think that's why No Cap felt like he dodged the bullet. That's why I think he gave me some respect. He dodged the bullet. Because, not necessarily her, but I wish these women would lead with some type of idea of love, right? Rather than, yo, I'm in a Rolls Royce, da-da-da-da. No. Oh, then they're at the studio. Good for them. Yeah, you can easily tell. Chat, I had a woman who I met up with, and she was like really big on like getting in my Maybach, and she was like, she wants to take a picture, and it just turned me off so bad. I was just like, was you want to have a photo shoot in my vehicle for who? For the next guy you're trying to meet? Like, come on, cut it out. But whatever. Shout to Summyah and all her adventures. I wish the best for her. She's young, and what I told y'all, experience is the greatest teacher in life. I'm sure at some point she's gonna have the same thing to say, saying basically Akademiks right by saying a lot of these dudes played around by offering trips, gifts, but all they want to do was fuck. It is what it is. And London, I apologize if I'm fucking up your game. That was not the intended thing. Okay. Oh, no. The last thing, I didn't play it last time. Give me 1 second.